はこのチャンネルです。マルコっていうね、このマルコ YouTuber がいるんですけど、この YouTuber のビデオを使って超速い英語に慣れてもらいます。このビデオは靴を作るんだけど作り変えていくんだよね。この靴を作り変えていくんだけど、そのマイク・タイソングラブシューズだから、マイク・タイソンのサインが入ったボクシンググラブがあるんだけど、このボクシンググラブを使って靴を作り変えていくっていう、こういうビデオです。そのビデオのその作り変える過程を彼が説明するんだけど、その英語が超速いんですよ。だからこの英語になれたらいいんじゃないかなと思って選びました。それではこの今日の部分を、超速い英語、今日の部分をまず見てみましょう。
Also, I'm going to be FaceTiming Mike Tyson later and showing him the shoes. Just kidding. That's not happening at all. But that would be cool. I'm going to be extra careful with this part. I'm just going to line up this piece on the back here and then trace it out with a pen before I even cut it. Also, I'm going to be FaceTiming Mike Tyson later and showing him the shoes. Just kidding. That's not happening at all. But that would be cool. I'm going to be extra careful with this part. I'm just going to line up this piece on the back here and then trace it out with a pen before I even cut it.
それでは今日の部分を見ていきます。Also, I'm gonna be タイムします。フェイスタイムします。マイク・タイソンを later 後でマイク・タイソンとフェイスタイムをして and showing him his shoes 出るんですね。彼のそのサインが入った靴を見せることになっているって言ったんだけど just kidding嘘だって言ったんですね。それは冗談だよ。 just kidding それはないよって言ったんだよね。それはないよ。 That's not happening at all それは全くありません。それができたらかっこいいけど今のところはないよ。 That's not happening at all. I'm gonna be extra careful with this part この部分ではすごい慎重にしてます。extra careful エクストラなんだよ。余計に careful 注意深く注意してやるって言ったんだよね。I'm gonna be gonna って出たよ。going to be extra careful with this part この部分はもうすごい慎重にやるぞって言ったんですね。I'm just gonna line up this piece on the back here 裏を向けてline up 並べます。ここに並べてjust gonna line up this piece このピースをこの部分を裏に並べて、そしてどうするの and trace it out このトレースするっていうんだよね。trace it out with a pen before I even cut it 実際に切る前にとりあえずこのトレースします。 before 前I even cut it 私がこの切る前にそのペンでトレースするって言ったんですね。はい、それでは今日の部分をもう一度見てみてください。
Also, I'm going to be FaceTiming Mike Tyson later and showing him the shoes. Just kidding. That's not happening at all. But that would be cool. I'm going to be extra careful with this part. I'm just going to line up this piece on the back here and then trace it out with a pen before I even cut it.
少しでも英語の音に慣れてきたなと思ったらいいねボタンを押してください。超早いんだけど超早いですよ。マルコの英語ってすごく早いんだけど、少しでもこれ聞けたと思ったらいいねボタン押してくださいね。それでは初めから今日の部分までをもう一度見てみましょ
う。Now that these are done, we can start the Mike Tyson glove shoes. I'm gonna cut it up. How is there that much in there? I don't know how this all fit in there, but this is all inside the glove. When I was taking apart this glove, I actually realized there was a lot of cool stuff I could use on the shoe. Not only the outside red leather, but there was like labels and tags, and even the black liner going around the glove. And there was laces on the glove. This is the signature. This I need to save. I obviously took apart the whole shoe first and started out with the smallest piece on the entire shoe. I'm just gonna take a small piece of this. I'm not gonna cut up the signature yet. I'm gonna start with this little piece here. I'm using a small piece of the glove to cover up that end, but it has like kind of a puffy texture to it. So I tried putting glue all around the puffy end, just on the flat part, so when I glued it down, you'd still be able to see the texture. That worked so good. You can still see the end perfectly. Okay, now for the next piece. The piece that goes on top of the end, I just left the original material. But then for the piece that goes on top of that, for this piece, I'm gonna use the inside of the glove. It's like a canvasy white material. It's kind of nice. I already know what you're thinking. That's gonna be such a waste of the outside good part. So instead, I actually went online and ordered the same brand glove. Even though the outside colors don't match, the inside material is exactly the same. This one doesn't hurt to cut up as much as the other one. Oh, what's inside this one? Look at this, the foam pit. I glued it down on top of this piece and then I cut it out, but I left a little border around the whole thing so I could fold it over and glue it down so you would only see the edges of the canvas. I also kind of roughed up the canvas a little bit. I wanted this piece to look super beat up and then all the other pieces to look brand new, especially if I cut some holes in this piece and then the red was poking through. After I sewed it with perfectly clean white thread, I feel like it would look really cool together. Also, by the way, the reason I chose New Balance for this one, because it's actually Mike Tyson's favorite shoe. I'm gonna split this up on the front of the shoes, half of it on this shoe, and then when the other shoe's here, it'll be the other half on that shoe. Also, I'm gonna be FaceTiming Mike Tyson later and showing him the shoes. Just kidding, that's not happening at all. But that would be cool. I'm gonna be extra careful with this part. I'm just gonna line up this piece on the back here and then trace it out with a pen before I even cut it.
こんなおばさんでも英語ができるんだね。私は帰国子女で、帰国子女の始まりだったんですよ。私はね、小学校の英語でね、卒業して帰っちゃったから、小学校の英語のままだったんですよね。高校の時に、私の英語ってすごい小学生並みだと思ってね。それで英語が強かったから結局教えてたんだけども、その教える過程が自分に結局良かったっていうんで、このやり方がいいんじゃないかなっていうふうにして今ビデオを提供させてもらっています。とにかくありがとうございます。皆さん聞いてくださってありがとうございます。それではまた次のビデオでお会いしましょう。I'll see you next time. Bye!